Hey, I'm ready back at it again with Gran Turismo Sport, and I'm gonna have two races on here for you. The first one is from the 5th, January 5th, and we are starting 7th here at Special Stage Route 10 with the one make Ford GT around this very long oval track. Well, it's more like an elliptical thing, but so here we go, starting 7th. We have the first 7, maybe 8 cars are only gapped between a couple tenths, I want to say, but here we go. So we did a pretty decent start. We wanted to let the car rev out to get as much speed as possible before shifting. So we're here behind Whistler on 7th, 6th, we're in 7th, but that shot, I mean, just such a beautiful shot here in Gran Turismo. So here we go. We started to get a run. We started to get the draft, and we get behind Fat Kid. We just say go away. Now I try to see if I can make a run on the outside of Fish, but that's just not gonna happen. As we see, IROC Man leading the pack, down the middle with the first three group, and the rest of us pretty much 3 wide. So I'm behind Fish. Wanted to make a run, but just stay on the inside. Keep bump drafting because that's the only way you're gonna make any time here. And we finally shift to 6th as we head over that hill. And now we're just gonna say, you know what, Fish, we're done with you. So we're gonna tag behind Sanda here as we get closer to turns 1 and 2. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of NASCAR growing up when I was a kid, and the whole draft thing. Now, we kind of lose the draft a little bit, but we are going to gain such a huge run going into turns 1 and 2. And the rest of the guys behind me, I don't know if they're still in the slipstream or not, but so here we go, and well, fucking shuffling's gonna be going together, so I'm just gonna dive down into the inside while the leaders stay up high in the banking. And I'm just using my radar to make sure I can get in between 2nd and 4th and take 3rd spot as we round out turn number 2 down Special Stage Route 10 and the one make Ford GT. So now we are confirmly within the slipstream again, and the front 4 cars, including myself, is pretty much, we got a little gap. And if we can get a little gap going down into the turns 3 and 4, well, it's gonna work out for a benefit. So we have less competition, and we just try to keep it civil as much as possible. We're pretty much all within one straight line here, from 1st to 4th, 5th, 6th. A little gap, but so we're just gonna keep bump drafting. Nothing too crazy right now. Want to keep everything straight, but just keep turning, keep moving, jostling positions. You lose speed, you lose momentum. That's just not how you're gonna win the races. So I did a big run, hit him off, and the gap increases between 2nd and 3rd. And Sonda here just like, you know what? I want number 3rd. I'm like, alright, chill out. So go ahead in front of me. We got 4th on the inside. And, well, he's not gonna go very far, but I get a run. Sonda goes inside, outside, and I go on the inside. I get bumped all the way next to the wall, and I briefly hit 1st right there. And IROC Man, who started on the pole, is gonna be shuffled down, as you can see, just do 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 do. And now he's in 7th, so I don't know exactly what's going on there. Just back and forth, banging, typical NASCAR race. And we did 5 wide going into turn 3. Now I try to keep behind P1 now, and I don't know if he's trying to do this on purpose, but I'm trying to get as much of a run as I can and just dive on the inside. Dive on the inside to hit into the wall, and I lose the drive, but I get hit back. Now I'm in P1. So I got a little bit of a gap, about half a second, and I'm just in a backwards drive, make sure no one can get me as we cross the start-finish line. That is a win! P1, that's right. So, I don't know, it's just the luck of the draw, and our friend here, iRockman, who started on pole, finishes where I started, in 7th, so that's a bit of irony for you there. But, hey, a win's a win. And like I said, I don't do a lot of these races on here. I'm still in these lower rated lobbies, so that's our 13th win. Passes lap, clean race, which is beyond me. I did as much beating a band as everyone else, so yeah, so that is race number 1 complete. We got the win, and I'll take it. I mean, you're gonna say no. So again, we're just trying to raise our driving rank slowly but surely, getting more experience, and eventually one of these days we'll head over to GT7 and try our luck there. But in the meantime, GT Sport is what I have. So here's race number 2 from Autodrome Major in Group 4 cars. Being that the Scirocco is the dominant car, that's what I choose. So we're going to start on pole this time. And the thing here is we're not trying to be setting, qualifying times. We just want to be precise and consistent as possible. Try not to make any mistakes, no penalties, but anyway, here we go. We get a pretty decent launch as we head into Major here, and then this is a very chemical circuit. So to keep it in 3rd to minimize the wheel spin, because these front wheel drive cars that just plow if you get on the gas too early. So maybe it went a little wide, and just trying to keep a tight line, and we downshift into 3rd. Now, probably didn't get enough rotation there as we go a little bit wide, as we go into the very wide, sweeping, delayed corner that looks like a U on the course map here. We did that pretty well. Maybe could have carried a little bit more speed, but again, we're just trying to be consistent. No mistakes. So you want to tap the brakes and throw it in kind of late. Now I pretty much, I mean, that's okay. Could have taken that corner better. Probably should have let it rev out farther into 4th before shifting to 5th to get more speed down the hill here before we come into that banked right-hander. So really not much going on here. Now we take a look at P2, P3, and P4, and they're gonna fight. Now the green car goes very deep, but can't hold it, just on the gravel, loses momentum, and P2's just be like, okay, I'll take it back, sir, thank you. So this is a little bit more closely battled here. I got about a 2nd lead as we head into the 2nd chicane here. Keep it in 4th, get it good momentum. Could have taken it a little bit better. Again, I'm not, Super GT or any of these top world drivers or anything. So I'm just trying to do my best with the experience I have. How else are you gonna know how to do it better if you don't practice? If you don't practice, you don't get any experience. So how can you get any better? So downshift back into 3rd, pretty much braking between 154, so around 75 meters. I go a little wide, and I downshift to 2nd, and then upshift to 3rd as I come around that corner to minimize wheel spin so I can get a better turn radius. Take a better line through there, maybe carry a little too less speed. Try to pretty much want to maximize the track limits to the end, you know, best overall time. So down shift down the third, let it coast, did around 78, 79 mile an hour, then power through as the car rotates. But yeah, it's so far no errors. We've been doing okay. No penalties, so we're just gonna be chilling. We're not technically blowing the doors off and getting, you know, smoking lap times, but yeah, it is what it is. So again, so how have you guys been doing as we get into the right-hand banking turn? Could have taken that a little bit more speed, but again, we're just trying to be consistent. I don't know if you guys have had racing jitters during the race, but he's definitely, I would say he's faster than me, but it's just he's better at one part of the track, maybe I'm better at another part, so we're trying to keep it, because I do see him gain tenths over like the course of a lap, but then I go look again, and here's something interesting during the race I noticed. So I just want to get his perspective on what happened as we head into lap number 3 off the final turn, and he just goes to the left and nothing. Like no braking, no power, just, and here's a better look at it from Chase Cam, where he just hits the wall for whatever the reason. I don't know. I mean, he couldn't have done it at a better time as it's into a braking point, but I go wide, and the gap goes between, you know, 7/10 to over 2.5 seconds, I think. So we're just gonna skip through the end here, and look at that, P1 again. So 2 wins back to back, well, days apart, but back to back in this video. So I'll take it. I don't know about you guys, but a win's a win, right? So thank you all for watching if you did, and if you liked, subscribe, do all the things down below. Some primes ready, and I'll catch y'all later. Yeah.